All right, greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom, and I am back with LLE.Ascension. Now, we're gonna get straight into it. This is a Divine Masculines read, so this is basically it's for the Divine Masculine as a collective. What your head, shoulders, knees, and toeing, in my language. So, I'm gonna do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant while I get this spread out and begin. Just want to get these angles going real quick. Yeah, feel me. So, all right. Head, that's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the decisions you making. That's the direction you going. Everything starts in the mind, divine masculine. Then you got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Can't half-ass nothing. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. You can tell. Then we got wands. Those are the knees. So heads, swords. Shoulders, cups. Knees, wands. Wands are actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done has actions, what you've done has karma and accountability attached to it. What you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do, what you're going to do, what you might do, it hasn't happened yet, so it's nothing you can really tally or calculate. And how do you manifest pentacles? You got a wand. Knees. Pentacles or toes. Those are persons, places, things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles have expiration dates. All pentacles expire, and all pentacles are temporary. Who's the king of wands? You, divine masculine. For a reason, you got one up on your feminine brethren, and your divine feminine is out here saying what's up. Reading starts in 2 minutes. Let's get with it. So, first card in your message, masculine, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is the dark night of the soul. Oh, all these terms come from the LLE.Ascension book. When it drops, just check it out. In the meantime, just really get familiar. Get familiar with my terminology. Just get familiar with my terminology. I would take notes watching any one of my readings, okay? Let's get with it. This is the dark night of the soul. And the way I have it categorized, it's an F. It's a 50%. It's a pinnacle. It's a person, place, or a thing. So it can actually be appreciated. It has value. It's something. Something. This is going without something. The Four of Pentacles in my deck is holding on too tight to something or being scared to let something go. This is that something you're going to go without. Can't hold on tight to anything. That's why the Four of Pentacles is crucial before you get here. This is going without a person, place, or thing. More smoke on this, masculine. What does this have to deal with, player? Ace of Cups. Whatever this deals with, whatever you're going without is needed. Why? So you can ace a cup. Take care of yourself. Self-care is the card. Self-care card. Ace of Cups is self-care, self-love, self-expression, self-identification, self-realization. Okay? And just self-care. You gotta take care of yourself. Love yourself. Why? So just in case you in love with a person who don't even love themselves and can't give no love to you, they don't even love themselves. How are they gonna love you? This is like security. Everything starts from singularity in the cups department, feelings and emotions. It's going back to basics. It's like the end of a relationship. You got to go by yourself. Whatever you had, Five of Pentacles, you're going without it. You're going without them. Person, you're going without it. The relationship. Or this demo or situation, wherever it is, like, it's over with. It's not permanently over with, but it's something. Whatever that something was, it's done. And to my older masculines out there. Five of Pentacles, it's just some things you can't do anymore, And you know why? It's to better take care of yourself. Bottom line, more important than anything, that's just fairly important. Top of the line. Bottom line is very important. You got the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, breakdown. Overall energy, fairly important. Bottom line energy, very important. You got the subconscious, indirect, mystery madness, as I like to call it, up top. And on your bottom row is your conscious and direct energy, which we'll get into in a second. This is the bottom line, happiness. or emotional contentment or emotional fulfillment. You know, bottom line, you're happy. You got like 10 reasons to be happy. You know what I mean? But we just gonna really put the microscope on 2 or a few reasons. Reason number 1, Ace of Swords. That's Ascension, clarifying this happiness. Ace of Swords is strength, power, authority, dominion. A for anything you need to succeed, survive, and thrive in life, to attain in life. A to acquire in life. A, you know, A. you can do that mentally. You know, you have the Ace of Cups here, which is self-care, self-love, self-care, self-love, self-expression, self-realization, self-identification. You know, singularity. It starts from self. Everything starts from a single thought. Ace of Swords is Ascension. It's going up. What's up? God is what's up. There isn't duality. It isn't good or evil. It's just good. Any A for any other way other than up is the wrong way or a distraction. You know, thank God for free will. I'm gonna say this shit one more time. Thank God for free will, because you can do circles like a hamster in a gerbil wheel. How karmics move your whole life if you plan on doing it. The right way is usually the road less traveled. The right way is usually the hard way. The right way is like probably a good path. Ace of Swords would be the equivalent of like serving God to the fullest, to where you become like a nun, priest. You know, you only go in one direction. That's up. You know what I mean? So your whole life revolves around a sword decision or sword direction you going mentally, because everything starts from here. You just happy that you can finally go up. You can finally ascend. You finally broke free from something. Could be just a drug. You're finally free from it. It's finally out your system. It's finally been like maybe 5 years now. You can kind of like take your foot off the iffy tree here. This could be, it's something pinnacle. It could be a goal. Maybe you want to lose weight. You want to reach a target weight. And you finally reach that weight. You want to get your credit score. It's something. You want to get your credit score somewhere. It's there. You know, you wanted things in your life to be situated for you, Ace of Swords, to go to the next level. And you can. And you're happy about that. But it took you to not lose something. It was going to leave you anyway. Whether it left you, whether you had to let it go, it's something. Or you have to let it go, it's gone. And it's like you dodged a bullet energy. It's like, you know, a rainy day, the sunshine coming. It's like a drought, you know, but rain coming. And we ain't got to dance to get none. It seems like shit is just working on time. Moving on to your general message. Subconscious, indirectly masculine coming into the situation. You got your role, which is the Two of Wands. The Divine Feminine's role, who's out here, is the Three of Wands. She's just doing one more wand more than what you're doing. Two of Wands is survival. This is making ends meet. This is two, like, ends coming together. The Two of Wands is, or when it shows up. This is support. This could be your 9-to-5 job. Whatever it is how you make ends meet. It's important, but it's still a Two of Wands at the end of the day. A basic necessity or a basic action. Basic behavior. Being able to make ends meet. Being able to survive. Ace of Wands is like somebody telling you how to fish. You have the awareness on how to fish. You're starving. It's been 2 days. You need to fucking figure out how to make this end meet or you're going to starve to death. Two of Wands, you learn how to fish to survive. What's the Divine Feminine's role? Three of Wands, just a little bit more than this. Three of Wands, the Divine Feminine role would be teaching other people how to fish. I mean, you still got a Two of Wands, make ends meet and feed your motherfucking self. But going out the way, another Ace of Wands, another action or another modified behavior to where you could teach people how to fish. You could have monopolized on the opportunity that you was the only motherfucker around here that knew how to fish. But instead, you chose to help. You give a person a fish, they'll eat for a day. Teach a motherfucker to fish, they'll never starve. Something you mastered. You know? For a lot of masculines, it's time to 3 of 1. You know? And Yeah, that's the divine feminine's role. You're only doing it temporarily to evolve. That's the flip side to the Three of Wands. If it pop out, I'll give it a shout out. We do got the Four of Wands out here, which I love seeing. Gotta kiss that dude right there. Two of Wands. You're gonna have to eventually, masculine, do more than this. This is survival. Okay, you can take care of yourself. All right, bet it up. Can you take care of your lover? Can you take care of a family? Can you take care of a successful business? You know, can you take care of your priorities and somebody else's? You know, is your setup just situated for you, or are you Two of Wands working? You know, on just doing more than what you've been doing. Survival is cool, but you got to evolve. You know, Three of Wands is also starting a business or another company or generating another stream of finance, of commerce, of assets. You know what I mean? To where this street, Two of Wands, this one-way street, becomes a motherfucking highway. We'll dive into that if the energy pops out. Subconsciously, indirectly, masculine, you're doing a good job. Let me just say that to y'all masculines. Y'all doing a good job. A lot of you masculines have transformed into whole new creatures. I mean, your divine feminine has a lot to do with that, but not everything to do with it. You've done a lot of work yourself. Kudos, you know what I'm saying? Salute. A lot of you masculines are actually on your job. On a twin flame level, Two of Wands, your role with your divine feminine is to support your number one supporter. Who's your number one supporter? Your divine feminine. We'll get there in just a second. This is in your feminine energy directly, too. Put her down. Two of Wands. How do you do your job with your divine feminine? Just be there. That's what Two of Wands. It's basic. But that's what's going to keep this twin flame thing alive. As long as you, Two of Wands. Be there when your divine feminine needs you to be there. You ain't got to do much. Just be there. Just show up. She calls, just pick up. You know, you ain't got to do too much. You can just do bare minimum. As long as you do, like, as long as you make this end meet. As long as you make this end of this twin flame situation meet your divine feminine's end, y'all ain't got to be on the same page. You know what I mean? Just give your feminine something to Two of Wands work with, and you doing your job. You know, you can always do more. Just like you can always, you know, start a business instead of just working as 9 to 5, making somebody else's paper. You can make your own paper. But anyway, you directly coming into the situation, pimp troll as I like to call it. You directly, consciously got the 9 of Cups. This is dreams come true or wishes granted. Now, dreams have to come true. Wishes have to be granted. Miracles have to happen. This is a miracle card. You know why miracles have to happen? So you know God is real. I mean, why else is you serving him? Hey, my God is a good God. Yes, he is. Fuck you talking about? Hey, I believe in a God that still splits Red Seas. I believe in a God that still turns shit water to wine, cuz like I believe in a God that resurrects. You know what I mean? His sons and daughters out here. Like, I serve a wonderful God. Same God that was around during the Bible days, which is the Two of Wands. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. I keep the Bible on me like a gun. In my car, on my dashboard, big ones, small ones, ones as big as your head, or a leg, motherfucker. But I keep advanced instructions. I study every major worldly religion. I don't fuck with the other side. You know, I'm just keep it at that. Two of Wands. It's just an anchor, just like the Bible. The Bible is 2 slices of an 8-slice pizza. It's gonna keep you spiritually fed to the end of the world, spiritually fed till God come back, till Christ come back, till this assimilation we call life comes to a motherfucking halting end, which it will. The world itself is a pinnacle, person, place, or thing that will expire, that has an expiration date, that is temporary, and is vulnerable as a human being walking this earth. That's how vulnerable the earth is in the solar system, nigga. But I'm saying all that to say this. It's a reason shit is basic. It's so you don't get it twisted. Motherfuckers want to talk shit about the Bible. It's 2 slices of an 8-slice pizza. The fuck you expect? You ain't finna get full. Now you can get full out here. You feel me? But, you know, shit is basic for a reason. You know what I mean? So, part of your dream coming true, masculine, is maybe getting off this basic shit. Maybe choosing to chase a dream. Make a business that was like an idea, or a book that was an idea, or something. It's a pinnacle. It's something. Making an idea become a reality. You know, could be twin flame related. Just a pinnacle, something, a place you want to be with your divine feminine that you're at now. A place you wanted to be with this twin flame shit. You know what I mean? That you can finally be on now. This is like having an opportunity. Like this is like the energy of. I don't even want to go there. Crude, bad humor. I don't even want to drop that in this message. Nine of Cups. Dreams come true. Wishes are granted. Miracles happen. Why? Because they have to. Why else are you believing in them? Why else are you praying for this shit? Something is going to happen. It's going to be one of your dreams, masculine. This is you directly. One of your dreams is going to come true. Or has came true already. Could be meeting your divine feminine, because I find it highly strange your divine feminine is sitting right next to directly, too, consciously, too, to this dream come true, wishes granted thing. One of your dreams going to come true if it ain't came true already. You know, a miracle is going to happen. Something you've been praying and hoping for. Could be it's a thing, whatever it is, it's a pinnacle. It's you pray for the right person. Found them. Or they've been around. You pray for something. And it happened. You know? You prayed to be at some place. Could be an actual place. You know what I mean? Like an actual place. Or a pinnacle. P-I-N-N what? A-C-L-E? Pinnacle. A peak. A place. A plateau. A P. Whatever it is. I'm pushing P's out. Whatever it is. It's P at life. It's a place you want to be there now. Now, getting to the feminine energy, you subconsciously, indirectly, mystery madness as I like to call it, we got the Eight of Wands. This is communication. And communication is 80% non-verbal. So it ain't really what you're saying that's communicating, it's what you're doing that's communicating to whomever you're communicating with. This deals with a feminine energy. I guess we ain't talking about the energy of this karmic feminine you probably don't have anything with anymore. And I'm seeing like I'm just seeing like a lot of wool getting pulled off masculine's eyes. Masculines are starting to see who their real friends are, or even if they still have friends at this point. They're starting to see that a lot of people aren't who they said they were. You know, it's a lot of shady and bullshit going on, you know, around the masculine cipher, and he can actually call a spade now, you know. But since this deals with the feminine energy, masculine communicate. You know, your feminine knows to. It's advice I give my clients all the time. Communication is 80% nonverbal. So when you watching your masculine, divine feminine, pay attention to what he's doing. That shit means more and goes way farther than what the fuck he's saying. Suppose your masculine don't even know how to communicate with you, divine feminine, which is a big obstacle and hurdle for divine masculine. Masculines don't know how to talk to you, feminine, the way you know how to talk to your masculine. I mean, yeah, masculine, feminine. Your masculine don't know how to just put it all out there, how to be vulnerable, how to say what's on their heart and spontaneously jump out the window for love, even if it means falling on their ass, even if it means them watching you fall on your ass. You know, you're brave. In so many ways, you're masculine is not feminine. You know, you can express yourself. Eight of Wands is expression or venting. Or Eight of Wands is, like I say, a phone call, SMS message, email, FaceTiming, actual written letter, card. Communicate, masculine is something you need to tell the feminine. She's right below it, too. So this is subconsciously in the feminine role. We got the pimp troll, as I like to call it, feminine role, masculine role after this. And then you got, or column, then you got the future. So as far as the feminine, column. Subconsciously, you got communication. Consciously, directly, you got the divine feminine. It's some shit you need to say to your divine feminine. Say it through a letter, a handwritten letter. That shit's beautiful. Say it in a FaceTime message. You know, record a message. Record a rap. Write a poem. Express yourself. You know? It's weird. I was looking at some twin flame message. You know, most of these messages are like I say. I used to trip that people never show these, you know, psychics don't show their faces and shit like that. And you know what I mean? Like, I just be seeing titties and hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now it's just, it's not even a person anymore. I mean, it's people. They're so-called channel messages, and you know these little 2-3 minute clips with the music and the images. Like I say, 2 lines, basic shit. Like Twin Flame thing has been dumbed down. Went from a Bible to a coloring book. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna say this shit one more time. This Twin Flame divine community then turned from the Bible to a coloring book, for real, for real. But I was watching one of these videos, like I do. They do make you feel good. You know, watching them, they do give you hope and inspirations. You know, it do give you a 9 of Cups energy. You know? But, I mean, you always got to be in reality, though. Just like this message. It ain't going to be for everybody. It ain't for everybody, you know? Something you need to tell your feminine. Just do that. Because we're going to talk about your feminine here directly, consciously. Your feminine is out here. And usually when your feminine is in your energy like this, it's a few things. Number one, it could just be you fell back in love with your feminine. Not saying you ever fell out of love with your feminine, but it's like a flame has rekindled inside your feminine that's kind of lighting your fire. You know, you kind of seeing some shit in your feminine that you ain't seen since like recognition, since when you first met, or feelings you got now is probably feelings you had in the beginning, or like I say, just an old flame being rekindled by your divine feminine. That's good. It could be ugly, like by your divine feminine being in your life, being present. Wands, the actions and behaviors she's done or currently doing, you don't know how to take it. And it ain't bad. That's something you need to communicate, though. You know? Because your feminine might be a little confused and might not get it, or might fuck around and get triggered from your interpretation of what she's doing. Like, real shit, I'm just it's feeling a lot of energy. So I'm seeing some masculines who want to tell their feminine how they feel, what this journey has done, who you are to him. He could be a she could be he, you know, I'll be rocking. You know, why? You know, you've been in this game so long. Or your true intentions or overall goal, or what I like to call the prize. The overall prize you're trying to seek being in this whole twin flame demonstration. Other masculines don't know how to do that. You want to tell your feminine how she makes you feel. He can be she, you know how we rocking. He can be she be he, you know how we rocking. You want to tell your feminine how you feel. You want to tell the world about this shit. But you don't know how. Like I say, you're not as open, you're not as vulnerable, you're not as passionate, you're not as you're twins, so you two are the same, but you're different. But you're really seeing the differences between you and your divine feminine right now. That's ugly. But you don't know how to express yourself. It's ugly that, you know, you just kind of identified who the fuck you are at this point in life. You know, it ain't just expressing yourself. It's like what the fuck your family is going to think or feel, or what your friends is going to think or feel from this demo, and you bringing this demo to the light, which you've kept in the darkness for so long. Then we got bad. It's some shit your masculine to tell you, feminine, and you need to hear the shit. Stop getting fucking triggered. Stop acting like the victim. Stop acting like what the fuck your masculine doing is some bullshit. When in reality, your actions need your actions and behavior need modification. Shit that took me years to understand. It's a lot of shit that you can switch about yourself or change about yourself for the better, feminine, that your masculine addresses and says every now and then. He communicates that much. It's some shit your masculine probably told you years ago. And he just want to hear you admit you fucked up. Or you didn't listen. Or you thought he was dumb. Or you thought his ideas was stupid or some shit. It's a lot of shit your masculine told you, feminine. They the ones told you. That you just wrote off. That you didn't think was important. Here it is, full circle. Your master's finna say it again. Say it again. You finna say it again. And real shit, if you get triggered and blow up and like play the victim and do the shit you was doing then, now, that's going to be a huge strike against you, Divine Feminine. That's bad. Masculine role. Let's get this shit going. You subconsciously, indirectly, when it comes to yourself, we got the King of Cups energy. It's the highest form of emotion. Cups. What are cups? Feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are indicators on where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. It's the highest form of emotion you can be on. It's the emotion to say fuck it to any and everything that ain't about God's kingdom, which come first, nigga, and your kingdom. Because you a God, right, God? Right, goddess? Right? We are the sons and daughters of the Most High, right? All right, if we were made in His image, then call us by our names, you bitch ass nigga. Like, hey, the kingdom business. We're brothers and sisters in Christ, through God, through the universe, through nature, however the fuck you want to put it. You know what I mean? It's like the kingdom of God. That should come first before anything else. So if it ain't about the kingdom of God, you shouldn't give two fucks about it. You shouldn't feel anything for anything that ain't got nothing to do with God. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you put God in everything you do. I'm a psychic, Christian psychic. I've put God into this psychic shit that I do. I might cuss at now and then, I might, do me out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no saint. Only perfect motherfucker I ever knew existed was Christ, but no human is perfect. Anyway, hey, kingdom of God. That's all it's about. When it's time to ride, pick a side. Like kingdom talk, the shit that I'm talking about right now, only divines understand what I'm saying. Like when the world ends, you pass the Bible and some ammunition, being ready to rock. When the world ends, when the shit, the fan, apocalypse, these type of words, that's kingdom business. Only God's people who really on that level understand that type of talk. But for those who ain't on that type of talk, who ain't in tune with God, who ain't in tune with the infinite, who aren't fully aware of their true potential or them true selves, we'll just talk about your kingdom. That's your crib. That's your kids. That's your demo. That's your situation. Your life. What somebody eat don't make you shit at all. What somebody else doing might or might not affect whatever you got going on. Like, those are outside situations. Shit that's outside your kingdom. Unless your kingdom is burning, unless your children are hurting, unless you starving as the breadwinner, unless it's issues going on within the kingdom, any outside shit is outside shit. It's outside the walls, the grotto that is your kingdom. Okay? This is a tough guy card. 1950s, 1960s dad energy. This King of Cups is. It's like Dan Lauria from the Wonder Years. Archie Bunker from All in the Family. Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They're not Carl Winslow from Family Matters. They're not George Jefferson from the Jeffersons, nigga. They're not bad dads. They're just tough. You know what I mean? Like, they're being the best dads they can be, keeping it real for their wife and their children. Yes, we rich, but don't let this money fool you. We can go broke at any time. I don't want y'all to be spoiled ass heathens. I want to let y'all know about y'all roots and shit like that. And no means no. Think about that. Philip Banks telling his son or daughters or anybody no when they're asking him for money. He got it. You know what I mean? It's like Carl Winslow. Him really putting his foot down in his house. Look at Carl Winslow in a nutshell. He walking around the house, all up in Harriet's face, all up in his mom's face, but you got all up in Harriet's sister's face. You gotta understand, it's a lot of women in that house. He's the man of the house, so of course he gotta put his foot down one time. Even though he looks crazy parading around his house like George Jefferson did with Weezy and the feminines in his life, but they care. This energy is a person that takes care of their children. And their children want to get mad that you don't want to give them nothing. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me not giving you no Yeezys or Jordans or a Nike suit or a PlayStation or whatever the fuck you bitching about. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a room, you good, you got other shoes, you ain't hurting. I don't see what the fuck the problem is. Might be a tough dad to you. Your dad is cheap or whatever the fuck, but hey, somebody gotta be mature and have sense around here. So how this energy deals with you, masculine, is being 10 toes the fuck down on whatever you say. You want to tell your feminine how you really feel. Tell her. You can be a she can be, you know how we rocking. But don't give a fuck about the feelings or emotions of what other people got to feel or think or the direction they going in because of what you said. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You want to tell your feminine off. Tell her ass off. But guess what? She going like she always do. She gonna hit you with that victim shit, have you in your feelings. Nah. Turn emotions on low. When you in this energy, emotions are on low. You know, if you love your feminine enough to like put it out there to tell her to go that direction, because fuck with your family or friends or anybody else got to say outside your kingdom. Your divine feminine is a queen. You a king, right? It's your kingdom. All right. Wrapping this up. Masculine, you directly in regards to yourself. You got the devil card though. What's the devil card? It could be addictions, you overindulging, doing something in excess, or you done relapsed, fell back on the wagon, fell back on that shit that you stopped fucking with. You know, going backwards, basically, this is codependency. Something you need to tell your feminine. You be walking around here like you Mr. Independent when you codependent as a motherfucker. Un momento. Yeah, you don't, you know, masculine, now ain't the time to go backwards. Okay? Now ain't the time to relapse. Now ain't the time to go back to old relationships, go hang around old places that you did a good job staying away from. Okay? Double card could be, like I say, you codependent on a person, or a person's codependent on you, whether y'all realize it or not. It's just literally being chained to someone, i.e., a bad contract. Could be a fucked up car note you sign, car loan, house loan, old bill. You know, who knows? Could be your will. You know what I mean? It could be what happens to you when, you know, you get old or some shit like that. You know, you want to put it in good hands like Allstate. You don't want people who don't give a fuck about you or waiting on you to die to be in charge of your personal business and shit like that. You know? Hey, time to call a spade a spade. Ain't nobody perfect. Only perfect person I can read and recall is Yahshua the Messiah, you know, Black Jesus and shit. But other than that, you know, we as a Christian we want to be Christ-like, but we cannot be like Christ. We can be like Christ, but we not Christ. We're human beings, man. I'm not saying we're born sinners. Fuck that. Not giving no earthly or otherly acknowledgement to God's property. Like, fuck up out of here. Like, hey, don't go backwards. Don't regress. Move forward. You know what I mean? You ain't chained to shit. Quit thinking you chained to family or chained to tradition. Fuck, excuse my French. Fuck culture. Fuck tradition. Fuck standards. Fuck with the world. Fuck with the world on. Fuck the world. That it's about God's kingdom and your kingdom. That's all that matters. Fuck this world. It's temporary. It's temporary space and time. This shit is gonna expire. Comic can hit this bitch tonight. We can nuke ourselves into oblivion in the morning. This bitch ain't got that much time on it. Could be tomorrow. Could be another million years. Eventually, this place is gonna be inhabitable. Earth is gonna look just like Mars. Just give it time. We all gonna die one day, motherfucker. Just give it time. Feel like the hands you dealt in life, you can always reshuffle the fucking deck. You are not trapped in any situation. Take that with you. Wrapping this up. Going to the future. Subconsciously, indirectly though, you got the 4 of Wands. This is Twin Flame union, reunion, and recognition. The prize. Like you came into this piece with the 9 of Cups, dreams come true, wishes granted, or a miracle that you want to happen. I think it's this. And it can be yours. You know, how bad you want it. This ain't nothing you gotta manifest. You don't make Twin Flame Union happen. You understand what I'm saying? It just happens through wands, actions, and behavior. Something you've done or something you're doing is gonna make Twin Flame Union recognition happen. Recognition. You're not gonna find your twin until you walk the path. You get what I'm saying? Like twin flame recognition, that moment when you find your twin, it ain't a thing. It ain't a pinnacle. It ain't a milestone. It ain't even a place. That shit came from doing shit. What is twin flame recognition? That's you and your twin meeting for the first time. It's the first time y'all locked eyes. First time y'all seen each other. First time y'all came together like this. And it ain't like y'all came together like this the way a plane lands on a runway. Like y'all smacking to each other. Y'all crashing to each other. Meeting your twin flame is like bumping into somebody at a busy ass game who got beer. It's like they got beer, you bump into them, their beer is all over your fucking clothes. That's how you run into your divine masculine. It's like it's like, I don't know, you looking sexy walking into a club, you know, in your head, envisioning how you was gonna walk in, and it's like you slip in your heels and Prince Charming catches you before you hit the ground. You know, you didn't plan on falling. Because if you didn't fall, you would have strutted your ass right in the club. You know what I mean? But you slipped and you got caught by this interesting Dos Equis looking motherfucker who just happens to be a cool motherfucking person that you vibe and kick it and jail with and, mix energies with. You wouldn't even met this person had you not, slipped and fell. Last example I'm going to use. What twin flame union recognition is like. It's like when Christ just happened to be crucified next to them two thieves. They hit the jackpot that day. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know who the fuck they was dying next to. You dig what I'm saying? Salvation. Right there for them. Man. Suppose them other two guys would have got crucified somewhere else. They probably wouldn't even found salvation. They probably wouldn't even made it to the promised land, man. They probably wouldn't even came up on the real. But that's how this twin flame situation is. It don't happen to everybody. But to the people it happens with, it came from your actions, your behavior. Going back to the 8 of Wands, masculine. If you didn't spit game at your divine feminine, y'all wouldn't be here. If you didn't initiate that conversation with your divine feminine, you wouldn't be here. If you didn't talk to your divine feminine, you wouldn't be here. This shit wouldn't even existed had you not, one, did a specific action or a specific behavior modification. Obviously, you wanted your feminine to spot you. Peacocking out here. Let me wrap this up. Final card in this message, masculine, directly going to the future. You're going to have the Queen of Swords. This is be 10 toes the fuck down on a mental direction. 10 toes the fuck down on a decision. This ain't no weak yes right here. This is a strong no. Okay? This ain't no iffy ass move. This is walking like you talking. You dig? This is making a decision or going a direction to where everybody know where you going. Everybody know what you want. Because it's how you moving. You ain't playing, obviously, because you know the way you moving. And this ain't wands, is it? It's just going in a direction. It's all mental. You know, this whole 10 toes down thing. Queen of Swords, is also my Lucy Liu card. It's like Lucy Liu, from Kill Bill. Lucy Liu from Charlie's Angels. Lucy Liu from any fucking movie. She's usually kicking ass. I need to eat something. I'm all over the place. She's usually kicking ass and taking names. She ain't really doing too much talking because she walking or whooping ass, on some serious shit. Lucy Liu from Kill Bill. You see how she walked everywhere? She walked with a purpose. Swore is a decision or a direction she making wherever she going. You know what I mean? Whatever she doing, you ain't gotta ask her what she doing. It's like a random person trying to ask her questions while she walking to where she gonna walk to. You don't talk to Lucy Liu and Kill Bill unless you want to die. You don't stop her fucking flow. Or you know what I mean? She obviously going in a direction that you want to know. It's like the when they got mad, she became like the Yakuza boss, being a Chinese American woman that killed them the most up in there. She chopped dude head off and then asked them, "Hey, anybody else got some shit to say? Nigga, this would be the perfect time to do that shit. What's popping?" Yeah, she went in a direction right there, and everybody know what direction she going in. Did she get opposed? No. It's the energy you need to be in going to the future, masculine. Make a decision to be happy. Ten of Cups. Make a decision to go up, to ascend. Ascension. Choose ascension. Let whatever you don't have anymore, whatever that person, place, or thing is you don't have anymore, be glad you don't have it. Take time to Ace of Cups. Take care of yourself. Two of Wands. Put that work in. But also you want to do more than this. Nine of Cups. Chase your dream. Believe you can have your wish. Miracles happen every day. Be one to receive it. Eight of Wands. Communicate. Speak. You know? Sure, it might sound like gibberish. Sure, you don't know how to express yourself. But guess what? Your divine feminine is the type of person where she can still understand what you mean. You ain't even got to say shit. She can feel what you saying. You feel me? Your divine feminine. Love your divine feminine. Cherish your divine feminine. Do your role with your divine feminine. When she call, pick up. She needs you to be somewhere. Be there for her. When you call her, don't she pick up? When you need her to do some shit, ain't she there? Alright. Basic shit. Just, this is her scratching your back. Scratch her shit. Massage that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? As far as yourself, King of Cups mode, bro. Hey, emotionally, shut the fuck down. Have no feelings for what the fuck anybody feel or their emotions outside of your kingdom. If like I say, man, if what a person bringing to your table or what the fuck a person doing ain't like, if they ain't helping you, they hurting you. If they holding you back, they in your way. If they can't contribute nothing to your demonstration, then fuck them. We talking friends, we talking family, we talking everybody. Yes, I said family, man. Just because you share the same blood with a motherfucker don't make y'all the same. Once you find out how you strange, you got friends that's more tighter than fam. You know all the hate and the ancestral bullshit that come with family. Like I'm pro fam. It's God first, then family. Then I forgot the four pillars. My mom used to break it down when we was kids. I'm bad time. I'm wrapping this message up, but yeah, fuck feelings. Feelings ain't gonna pay your bills. Feelings ain't finna. We talking about other people's feelings. We talking even your feelings. That's why I be telling motherfuckers all the time. Like you just, hey, look, you don't get no cookies for doing good shit. You could be on your shit. That still ain't gonna be enough to a motherfucker. You could be the most successful person in your family. They still gonna act like you was the same person you was before you even evolved or enlightened. So fuck feelings and emotions outside your own. Not just you, your kids, extensions of yourself, your twin flame, your divine counterpart. You the king of this castle. But you know what'll make your castle a real kingdom? Having a queen. Stay away from the devil. Like I said, the devil comes in the form of addiction or doing things in access. If you find yourself doing shit in access, chill out on it. If you find yourself feeling like Pookie from New Jack City over that addiction you ain't addicted to no more, you better start reprogramming and redirecting your shit. And, you know, I can't speak. You know, I get my 420 on, but like other than that, I ain't really had no addictions. Maybe like, I don't know, beating off a lot, some shit like that. But I ain't really had no deep addictions, you know what I'm saying? Because addictions are cerebral. It's mental shit. So anytime you find yourself going backwards, change your wands, actions, and behavior. You know what I mean? Codependency. Fuck dependency. Like you don't need nobody other. You don't need nobody outside yourself. That's something you learn ascending. Four wands. Keep your eye on the prize. Twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. You know what I mean? Because since you met your twin, your life has changed. Since your twin has been in your life, and since you've been having this whole in and out, intense struggle, up and downs, passionate, empathetic, successful. You know what I mean? I could say this Twin Flame shit is a Spike Lee joint. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It is not a Disney movie at all. You know? But you win it to win it. You gotta be, because you just stuck around this long. A lot of masters are really sitting back like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with me? I really been doing this little dance with this divine feminine for a while now. I could have stopped this shit a long time ago. I could have left her. He be she be he. You know how we rocking. I could have left this feminine. Like I could have just deaded this shit. Masters really could have deaded this shit a long time ago. Cause you know what? Rule number one in this twin flame situation, it's optional. So feminine, you could be all in it to win it, but your masculine ain't gotta even fuck with it. Not if you don't want to. You ain't gotta fuck with it. Not if you don't want to. It's optional on both parties. And number two, this twin flame shit is built to make you the best person you can be before anything else. Your masculine understands that more than you. And masculine, just be 10 toes the fuck down on whatever decisions you're gonna go in the future. That's my message. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. See y'all in a second. Deuces.